hope you're having a good day.
Yes.
I hope you've had a great week.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? The temperature here turned a little chilly a day earlier than they thought it was going to.
Oh,
So, hence the long sleeves and no air
oh,
conditioner turned on in here. Woo!
it's 55 here, and I'll do that in Celsius for our. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius.
It was supposed to get to 72. Well, it is already 3 o'clock this afternoon here in Texas, which means that we've already kind of reached our point in which if we were going to get any warmer, we would. It is now 67. But there is a breeze out there, folks, that makes it feel a lot chillier than that. So, well, let me go ahead and welcome some of you in here. There's Crochet Serena. Thank you so much for joining us. Lana says she will catch us on the replay. Hello, sweet Izzy. How are you? And there is Olga. Wonderful. Thank you, sweetheart. And Michelle, DK Jen, Coley. I am so happy to see all. There's my Carrie. How are you today, sweetheart? I'm so happy to see all of y'all. Cecilia, Knoxville, Tennessee, with 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my
Wow.
goodness! You're right there with Froggy then.
Yeah.
Not state wise, but temperature wise.
Yeah. Well, our states are close, so.
Right. Hello, Candy. How are you this afternoon, sweetie?
I hope you're doing well, sweetie.
Yes, I hope everyone is doing well. I mean, it's a Sunday, beginning of a new week. There's my crafting Amy. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you had a wonderful day with your sisters yesterday.
Yeah.
Hello, Boucher. How are you? Ola Joe, thank you for coming over.
Street. It's good to see you.
Yes, and looky there, Carrie has been a member for me for 12 months. Thank you
That's
so much,
wonderful.
sweetheart. I greatly appreciate that. I surely do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't remember what I've got over here.
Hey, Connie.
Hello, Connie, my sweetie. How are you doing?
And hello, Pebbles.
Pebbles, sweetie, I haven't seen you in a bit. Gonna be listening, can't talk, or I will say too much. I'm so sorry, sweetie.
But it's not.
Oh, goodness. Sharon! That's another one I haven't seen in forever. And thank you so much, Granny D, for sending your little squirrels my way. I greatly appreciate it.
And here's this is for Granny D. And there's Susan. Hi,
hello,
Susan. And Olga.
She says she just loves your little back clip.
There's my back and my hair.
He's
I love my back. It's so cool.
That is. Cindy, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for coming in this afternoon.
I hope you're doing well.
Yes.
So I trust everyone has had a good week.
Right.
And a great weekend.
Yep.
Hello,
yep.
Gracie.
Hello, Gracie. You'll be listening? Well, sweetheart, that is just fine. One of us will keep you up with what's going on in the chat. So you just go ahead and do what you need to do. I'm just glad you're here with us today.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys are excited and ready for another tutorial. So you're going to need your favorite yarn to do amigurumi in.
Yes.
And then you're going to need a hook a couple of sizes smaller than what the yarn calls for. Hey, Cinnamon Roll.
How are you, sweetie?
I haven't forgotten you. I will email you the tracking number when the package gets picked up.
Awesome.
So, for example, if I am using a worsted weight yarn, I would use either an F hook or an E hook.
Mm-hmm.
That will give you an idea of what to do.
Right.
So this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes. So I many of you that know me know that I love my gnomes. And so this year look, Mom, no hands. I only just caught the tail end of Granny D's live. Well, hello, sweetie. How are you? Thank you so much for coming over here.
Well, welcome in.
Sunita, how are you?
Sunita.
Yes, ma'am. We're
This
going to
is
be making it's a gnome. Yes, and I'm going to make myself big so that y'all can see him. Now, you know, all of my amigurumis talk to me, and really, folks, when I was sketching him out, he already jumped off the page and told me what his name was. So this is Daryl. There you go.
He's
He
so
is my little
cute.
Texas rabbit gnome. Now, the only thing I forgot oh my goodness, I'm a bad creator. I forgot his little tail, but we'll be taking care of that as we go along. So we are going to be making him for Easter over the next couple of weeks. So your rabbit can be any color that you want. I just, I love traditional. So my little bunny had to be white. And of course, him being Texas, he told me he had to have a cowboy hat. Now, why he chose that color, I don't know, but I think he was thinking along the lines of it just being Eastery. So, what we're going to start with today is, oh, thank you, Sunita. What we're going to start with today is to get the biggest part of it out of the way. Now, we will be dropping the pattern piece by piece. So what you will see on the Twisted Fiber Friends Facebook page later this evening is the first part, which is mainly going to be the body. So I will be switching my camera here in just a minute. Now, I used 4-weight. Oh, thank you, Sandra. How are you doing, sweetie? I used acrylic, but you could use cotton or just, whatever you want. I used Mainstay from Walmart, white. It's a 4-weight a 4-weight. And I am using my Furls middle size F hook to make a second one. Now I made him with an E hook. But folks, in traveling, I don't know where my E hook is. I'm hoping that it's just in my amigurumi bag of some Muppets that I'm working on. I'm hoping that's where it's at, but we'll see. So today I'm going to be using an F hook. How are you, Laura? Thank you for joining us. So, Froggy, I'm going to turn the chat over to you while I get myself set up.
Get yourself situated. So she's going to be turning it around and sharing her camera with us so you guys can follow along with the tutorial. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, it will be done in stages. Yes, 3.5 millimeter is an F hook. Oh yes, we love the Furls Streamline. These are, I have the blush and this is the matte, our favorites. It is so fun. I enjoy this. So, all right, if you guys are ready, it's time.
Right now, I apologize for the shadow of my camera here. There's not anything I can do about it. So, in the very first round, I'm going to excuse me. I'm going to use a magic ring. If you feel more comfortable, excuse me. If you feel more comfortable chaining 3 or 4 and then joining and working back in the chain circle, that's fine. I'm just more comfortable working with the magic ring, and I'm sure all of us have our own way of doing it. Oops. I'm going to do this off camera real quick because it's easier for me to bring it up closer to me. There we go. Now, in your circle, whether you did the magic ring or, as I said, whatever you want to do, we're going to put 8 single crochets. And this is going to be done in the round. So we're going to close up our ring. And we are going to join the first single crochet. Work right back into it. I want to count and make sure I have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is 8. So I'm going to work right back into it. Pull that down behind. There we go. And do a single crochet. Now that gives me 8 single crochets, and I tend to tighten up my ring as I go. I'm sorry. Now, in each one of these 8 single crochets, we are going to put 2 so that we end up with 16. So I just did 1, going back in.
Well, take care, Serena. You have a blessed day.
Thank you for being with us for a little bit, Serena. I appreciate it. There is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, come on.
So the first round, we did a magic circle, and we did 8 single crochets into it. And the second round is 2 singles in each single crochet all the way around.
9, 10, 11,
Hey, Kivia.
12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now starting back in with the first single crochet, we're just going to join right into it. And this time we're going to do 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 single crochets in the next, just like you would do if you were working a hat pattern. You know, we do the increase rows. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to do 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets. Now, if you wish, you can use a piece of yarn, stitch marker, whatever you need to use to mark your beginning of each round. Single and then 2.
Hey, Meemaw Dawn.
Hello, Meemaw Dawn. A single and 2. We're going to do that all the way around, back to the beginning, and we will have at the end of this round 24 single crochets. One and 2. All right. Now again, we're going to do another increase. This time we will do 2 single crochets and, excuse me, 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches and then 2 in the third. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2, and we will have 32 at the end of the round. And we are going to make, let's see, 32 stitches then. So 1, 1, 2. I'm sorry, I'm going to move my yarn here because it's not wanting to play nice. Coming up under my arm. That'll work better. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. One.
I appreciate all of you guys being here to watch the tutorial.
Yeah. And then 1, 1, 2, 24. 100. 228. This will be my last pattern. 1, 1, 2, 32. All right. And by now, shouldn't have to tighten that circle up anymore. All right. Now in this next repeat round, we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches and then 2. 1, 1, 1, and 2 all the way around, and that will give us 40 stitches. Okay. One, 1, 1, and 2. And 15. This is 20. And 25. This is 30. And then 1, 35. And the last repeat pattern, which will give us 40. All right. I'm going to get me a drink real quick.
We are making a gnome bunny. His name is Daryl.
I will bring him back up just to show him off a little bit here. Oops. Let me bring my camera up and I will see what we can do here. Woo! Yeah, he don't do good there. Yeah, he's upside down to you guys. I'm sorry.
Turn him upside. We'll just turn him upside down.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. This is what we're making.
Does he have
gnome Easter bunny?
Does he have boots
He
yet?
will, Meemaw Dawn. When we get ready to do the legs, we will have two different versions for those of you that wish to either have a Texas Easter bunny gnome or just a regular Easter bunny gnome. Yes, but I wasn't going to give anything away today, so let me bring this back down.
Hey, Izzy.
How are you doing, Izzy? Had to take my kids to their dads. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm so sorry you're not doing good today.
Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Back this back up so it don't hit it so much. There we go. All right, so for this next repeat round, we're going to do 4 single crochets and then an increase, which means we're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. Then we will do an increase in the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets and then 2 in the next. So here we go. And remember, we're just continuing around. This is built in a spiral. We're not joining and then chaining 1. 3.
Huh, I like that, Ola Joe. My homie, the Easter Gnoming.
That's cute. All right. There's 12. Pull out some more yarn here. Oops. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Got a little yarn barf going. Excuse me here for just a minute. Well, I got a question for some of y'all while we're going around here, those of you that are working along with me. Do you pull your skein like a Red Heart skein or a Hobby Lobby skein if you don't ball it up? Do you pull yours from the inside or from the outside? Curious minds want to know.
Izzy said, the story of my life. Maureen, love your nails.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. Olga said center pull all the way. Sonita says inside. I pull mine from the center also. Coley said center pull. Susan said, I pull from the center too. Meemaw Dawn says depends, mostly from the inside, but recently received a yarn genie, and I have been loving using it from the outside. Izzy said I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians
Amen.
4:13.
Yes, ma'am.
And Andrea said, I'm a center pool girl, but it really depends on the yarn.
Okay. Six, one more, and it'll give us 48. Okay, I'm going to pull that one out. Pretty. Oops, it's still grabbing just that one. See if I can't straighten that out a little bit. Hate when my hook splits my yarn like that.
Oh, I hate it too.
5, 6. All right. Going to do one more increase, and we are going to do 5 single crochets and then an increase. So that means in the next 5 stitches, we're going to put 1 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an increase, and that will give us a total of 56 stitches. Izzy said, I'm a center pool girl. Okay, depends. I went to the ER yesterday to get fluids because I am really dehydrated. Sweetheart.
Oh,
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry. What yarn is Maureen using? She's using Mainstays, which is a Walmart yarn. Six
and 7. I really like using Red Heart and Mainstay when I'm doing amigurumis. I do use Big Twist, but I really would rather save my Big Twist for something else. But in my amigurumis, if I'm not using cotton, I will use either, like I said, the Red Heart Super Saver or the Mainstay. I just like it for its stableness and the tightness I can get with my stitches. Very, very, very small gaps, whether I use my F hook or my E hook. So, but that's my preference. I know a lot of folks don't like using either acrylic or even the Red Heart, but that's what I like. Okay. That was my first set.
Oh, yes. Just go ahead and put dinner in the oven. What are you having, Izzy? I'm sorry, Izzy. That's right, Kivia. Drink some Pedialyte or Gatorade. And Izzy is having chicken.
Woo!
Hi, Ellie. Welcome in. Ellie is making some guacamole for the barbecue chicken. It's almost out.
All right. So we are back around again. This is 56 stitches. Now, for this next round, we are not going to do any more increases. What we're going to do is we're going to give a little edging that helps our little gnome sit on his booty. Hello, Sherry Kay. How are you, sweetheart?
Hey, Sherry.
With chasing chickens. Literally, weren't you? So that he can sit on his little booty. And it also helps us to know when we're stuffing. It kind of gives us a gauge so we don't get him over plump, you know. So what we're going to do is we are going to do back loop single crochets in each stitch all the way around. Now, like I said, we're not increasing. We are just going to start in this first stitch here and only work in the back loop.
Now, when I like to do these, I like to do the back loop and the third loop on the back because it provides stabilization. But that's me.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll take me twice as long to do my round as Maureen. Um, Meemaw Dawn said, is Daniel making a gnome too? Daniel is under the weather. He posted in Twisted Fiber Friends Facebook group. He has the norovirus, which is a gastrointestinal virus. And so he is resting. He doesn't feel well. So no, he would not be crocheting. Um, I actually had a friend of mine claim my gnome before I even made it. So I am making this for a very dear friend. Yeah. So I'm actually making this for someone. So I've already started it. I'm just doing the back loops around. Yeah, he'll be fine. I think he's on the tail end of it. But hopefully he's on the tail end of it anyway. Yeah, he was really badly sick the other day. But I've been in contact with him, and so has Maureen, and we thought it was best that he rested today.
Yeah.
Okay, you go on a
Yeah.
hike and hopefully be all right, Izzy. Hello, Darcia. It's good to see you.
Hello, Darcia, sweetie. How are you doing?
Oh, Sherry K is claiming your gnome, Maureen.
Are you going to claim this one? That's okay. Well, I'm not going to give it away just yet. All right, so for the next 4 rounds, which is rounds 9, 10, yes, 9, 10, 11, and 12, we are just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So you're going to have 4 rounds of 56 stitches. So I'm going to grab myself a little piece of yarn here to work as my stitch marker. Now, if you've been using a stitch marker, that's fine. It's just whatever it is that you're comfortable with. I just didn't grab one, but I do have some yarn I've been working with and cutting off little pieces. So I'm just going to start right here. So this starts round 9.
I'm doing good, Darcia. Maureen, she wants to know how you're doing.
I am doing great, sweetheart. Thank you for asking.
Finding that back loop is getting harder and harder for me. I feel anyway, because this yarn is fuzzy. It's fuzzy yarn. But I like it for stabilization, so.
So as many of you know, I am back in Texas. And for those of you that may not have not been able to catch me all week, not only am I back in Texas, but folks, I am 30 minutes. My husband and I clocked it from the children's home in which I was raised. So today, when he got in from work, he just went out to make sure that they weren't doing anything he needed to be out there to supervise. We got all cleaned up and we went. And I got to take pictures. I got to see, I always called it my chapel. There's a chapel on campus. And there were some lovely people that had come down from Richardson, Texas. And they were there. This is spring break this week at the school. And so many of these kids are on mission trips. And of course, we were out there during church because I didn't want to bother any of them. Because if they're like they were when I was out there, folks, right after lunch on Sunday afternoons, especially, there was what we called rest period, which essentially means nap time or quiet time. And so we didn't want to be out there during that time and causing any kind of ruckus or anything. So we went out, but there was this lovely group of people from Richardson, Texas. And in some of the cottages that were closed down.
One moment. Have a good evening, Sunita. Enjoy
Oh,
your dinner.
Thank you, Sunita, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. But they had come down, and one of the reason why they came down was they wanted to help to do some cleaning, deep, spring cleaning in some of the cottages that were closed during this week because of kids going on mission trips or maybe going to see family. And so when I got there, this group of people were in the chapel giving it a deep cleaning. And oh my goodness, I got to visit with them for about 15, 20 minutes and tell them a little bit of the story behind the children's home that they really didn't know about other than what they had read on plaques and brochures and things. But if you weren't out there, if you didn't actually live it, whether being a kid growing up out there or a house parent, counselor, even office workers, there's just a lot that doesn't get into the brochure. So I was able to share some of it through a kid's point of view, and I got a picture with all of them. They were just so sweet, and to know that they wanted to give up some of their time. There's the whole Sunday school class was out there. There's about I think she said 36 of them, and
Wow.
these 8 were there cleaning the chapel, and the others were scattered throughout the campus. So
That's awesome.
yeah, Wayne and I even went back to the barn, and we saw that the horse arena, which is where I learned to ride and to I was a pretty good barrel and pole rider in my day. So it looks like it's still active and saw some changes, which, always comes about, but pretty much it's still the same out there. Just a few extra buildings, and you can see that many of the homes have had some renovation done to them.
Olga says that's awesome.
Yes. And the cottage were the folks that I call my parents because, God put them in my life for a reason, and they took me in as their third daughter. Where is it? There it is right there. I'm starting on my round 10. My first husband and I, when I was a sophomore in high school and he was off to his first year of college, um, he happened to come out on a Saturday when we were all outside cleaning mother's flower beds. And we happened to run across, I thought it was a weed, and I heard, and I was just going to yank it out of there. My first husband went, no, 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 no. That is a baby oak tree. So we salvaged it from mother's flower garden and we planted it right out in the middle of the yard. And folks, that tree is still there. I could not believe it. So I had to get a picture of it. Going to send it to my girls and say, this is a tree your daddy and I planted back when we was dating.
That's incredible.
It is. Couldn't believe it was still there, to tell you the truth, because about 25 years ago in South Texas, an oak tree blight came through and took out an awful lot of the oak trees out there.
Oh.
So I was really kind of surprised that this one survived as young as it was.
I'm almost around from doing my third loop with my back loop.
Yes, Sherry Kay. And as I said, I got to take pictures of bluebonnets. I found them. Oh, it was so exciting. I stuck little Tia down in them and oh goodness. My husband kept yelling at me, don't you pick any, don't you pick any.
I just said, why? Nobody's looking.
Well, considering it was right there out on the interstate when we found them, of course, we were on the service road, but
not a good thing.
No, 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 no. So if Mary is in here, yes, sweetheart, I got to see bluebonnets. So I will be uploading pictures on my Facebook page. Anybody wishes to see pictures of where I grew up and the bluebonnets that I was able to find.
Right.
I'll be more than happy for you to go over there and look at them.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. I'm getting ready to start round 11. I had to stop and think a minute. Now you're going to find that this is going to want to curl up on you, and that's okay because we're starting right here at the base, to give him, there's his little standing piece there that's going to get him to, let me pull my hook out a minute here. You can see that this is the base of where you're going to, so that he can sit. Now, I did not do this, but if you wish to have something a little bit more stable for yourself, you can take and cut a piece of cardboard or stiffener and put in here that will give you a definite base for your little gnome. But I haven't done it. I do know that there are some folks that do that. So, if you're one of those that want to do it, wouldn't be hard at all for you to just lay it down and kind of sketch around him, and then cut it out and just keep trimming until it fits down in there where you want it to. Like I said, I don't do that. I just know some folks prefer. But as you can see, it gives a nice little bowl effect here, and that's what you want. I don't know about for you guys, but sometimes, depending on the time of day, white is just as hard for me to work with as black is, or a deep navy blue.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it doesn't hurt that it is getting to be that time of year, which I need to go get my glasses checked. We are coming up on about 10 minutes. So it looks like as far as we're going to get here, as far as on today's session, is just getting through right before we start doing a decrease. So I'm going to stop and turn my camera back around, and we can just sit here and talk with each other if that's all right with everyone.
All right. I'm going to just do that. That way you guys don't have to get dizzy when she switches cameras.
Yeah.
I am on round 10. I'm going to do 10, 11, 12 while we're sitting here. All right, you're back. And
there I am.
There we go. So what's everyone else working on?
Or what are your plans for the week? That's what I would like to know. You would be happy, Maureen. I was getting some snow flurries this afternoon. Oh my goodness, you better take pictures for me.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
The girls in our Zoom group, Amy especially, Sherry Kay, when I can get her to, always have to post pictures of their snow.
Yes.
Of course, with me being in Florida for the last 4 years, I haven't seen any snow.
Where you lived in Texas, do you get snow?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I can't live where I don't have all 4 seasons.
Right.
I get depression if I don't have
Right.
that. Oh, and a heads up for everyone. The 14th of March will be the blood moon, so you'll get to see a red moon. That's cool.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you are making rainbow play buttons.
That's right. Susan says, I am making a blanket for one of my twin granddaughters. Oh, that's so nice. They turned 14 on Friday. That's awesome.
That's awesome. I love that.
What a wonderful birthday to get a blanket from Grandma.
14 years old, twins.
Yeah.
Love that. Oh, how cute. Gotta love that.
Did you make them in different colors? Oh, for one of the twin granddaughters. Okay. And what pattern did you use? I'm just nosy.
Oh, yeah, we're nosy. All right, I am on round 11.
Well, next weekend we will be at Froggy's house and we will continue working on our little gnome. But like I said, I will been busy on my sweater. That's right. And a baby blanket. That's right. That's what Sherry's been working on. Last one of this.
You're still working on the corner-to-corner kaleidoscope veterans blanket. And you got a mandala make-along on the next on the hook.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
wonderful. Gotta love a mandala.
Yes. Well, All Handmade Connie has been working on the Nemu blanket.
Oh, and
And
it's beautiful.
oh goodness, she used the colorway Happy.
Mandala happy. It's beautiful.
Yes. And folks, it is gorgeous. Oh my word. That blanket is definitely saying happy, happy.
I would pay her for that blanket. I love it.
Olga, it will be in the Twisted Fiber Friends Facebook page tonight or early first thing in the morning. Yes, it is, Sherry Kay. It is just gorgeous.
I'm in love with it. Happy is one of my favorite yarns. The colorway is one of my favorites. Um, I can't even begin to tell you.
And the way
I
it
love
has
it.
worked up, oh my goodness.
It's just, man, it's breathtaking. It's so beautiful. Yeah, mandala blankets are beautiful, Ellie.
Oh, folks, there is Scandalous Sandra
Mm-hmm.
posted in a Zoom group that she's in a blanket that she just finished, and oh my word, it is gorgeous.
Oh, what is
It's,
it?
I'm trying to remember. Just a minute. I'm almost at the end
Darcia's
of
taking a break. She's not working on anything.
this. Is that because you have no projects, whips that you need to finish, or you're just taking a break? Let me see if I can go find it because I want. Um, let me see. Why
Well,
is
this,
it always a chore whenever you want to find something?
I don't know. This evening I will be going to eat my dinner and I'm having brats.
Ew.
Yes. And my brats have cheese in them. That's nice. And I eat them with dark mustard. No whips, no projects. My goodness, Darcia.
Oh, goodness gracious, girlfriend.
I got a bunch of whips. You want me to send them over? Joke. I'm just saying. Your mind is blank. It's a blank canvas. Bless you. Well, I have just about finished round 12.
All right, now, Sandra, where did you put that picture? One more place I can look. But it was such a beautiful, beautiful blanket. I think the reason why I liked it so much was because of the colors.
Oh, what colors?
It looked like she did some shades of red with a light tan background. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful.
Nice.
Well, like I said, why is it whenever you want to find something you can't? Ah, mind blank, no whips, no projects. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I have now caught up.
So
All right.
there is my little gnome so far, my second gnome.
Here's mine. Are y'all surprised it's pink?
And
I'm
it's
using
fuzzy.
the leftover scraps from that Caron Colorama Halo
Yes.
in the color Rose Frost. So this is part of the scraps.
Mm-hmm. She wanted hers fuzzy.
Oh yeah. Plus, I want to use up these scraps.
Right.
It's a good way to use the scraps. Oh, you're multitasking, Cindy. Bless you. Yep. Just trying to use up all these scraps. So.
Right. So as I said, the pattern form, now I'm only going to release part of the pattern because I don't want y'all to get too far ahead of us. I will be releasing the body of him. He is a little bit different than traditional gnome patterns as far as the body's concerned because of needing to have the hat and the the type of hat that I chose for him. And of course, that means need a little bit more substantial space for the hat and for the ears. So I'll be releasing the body of it so that you have time to work on it and get it ready as we start on the parts that will be going on him in the next couple of weeks.
That's cool, Darcia.
Ooh, brats for breakfast.
That sounds good.
It does. Of course, I can eat brats anytime. I don't care.
It does. It sounds good.
Mm-hmm. I like we get some from Sam, and I'm sure you can get Sam's, and I'm sure you can get them from Costco too. These have spinach and feta cheese in them. Oh my goodness, they are
That
yummy.
I love.
Yep.
Mine actually are. They have cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
Mine come with cheddar in them. I really love them.
My husband likes the ones that have the cheese and the jalapeno. I would
Those,
love a jalapeno, but the jalapeno's too spicy.
no, I like that. I'd be fine with.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like jalapeno flavor, not jalapeno heat.
Darcy. Oh my.
Right through it. Yeah, my dad used to come up, but when I would have a blonde moment, and if any of y'all are blonde, please, I am not being tacky or rude, but my dad every once in a while would come and lift up my hair and look through, and he'd say, "Yeah, there, I can see light on the other side."
Well, I
Yeah.
want to remind you guys that next Sunday we'll be at my house and
Yes,
we'll continue on with the gnome. You can always watch this replay so you can catch up with us.
that's
And
right.
you can grab the pattern over in the Twisted Fiber Friends Facebook group. Just go to groups on Facebook and write in Twisted Fiber Friends, 3 separate words.
Yeah,
And
you'll find us.
tomorrow we will be at Maureen's house for a live tomorrow.
Yes,
Wednesday we will be live at my house. And then on Friday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be at Sherry Kay's house.
that's right.
Yes, the one in the chat. So
That's right. So
that's
we
where
want to say thank you to each and every one of you, whether you were here for just a little bit, whether you were lurking, and all of you that were in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by every Sunday to see what it is that we are up to. So I do hope that you enjoyed today, and I hope you'll come back over the next couple of weeks so that you can have something special to put on your display for Easter this year. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out and say, please remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. And Froggy?
And thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate it. I love you all. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. And as always, happy yarning. Bye now.
Bye.